Okay, so welcome back to yet another YouTube video. Today we have Project 50 review, and I will tell you my honest thoughts and everything. But before I tell you anything with regards to this project, I just want to say that this is my second time doing the project, and I want to tell you about why I did it first time in 2022. So back in 2022, I just got recovered from my ACL surgery. I broke my ACL in my right knee in 2020. I got surgery in 2021, and in 2022, I was good and ready to get back basically on basketball court. Now, back then, I played in third league in Croatia. It's called A2 Sjever. On English, it's A2 North. Basically, not the best league in the world, but it was something. I got money from it. And today I'm playing second league in Croatia. It's called Prva Muška Liga, first men's league. And basically, back then, when I was preparing to get back on the court, I had no direction in anything. So I just kind of recovered from my ACL surgery, so I just could walk basically, nothing else. I failed college again, and I had no job. So I didn't have any direction in life. I was kind of lost, kind of felt that I didn't have a meaning. And the thing is that I always wanted to document my life and put myself out on social media. I just never kind of did it because I was scared of putting myself out there, and I was scared of looking stupid and people making fun of me. And let me just tell you, it didn't go away. I still feel that way. But back then in 2022, it felt like a great thing to get me back on track and to get my life back in order. Basically, to get back on basketball court and just to try to figure out college thing and something to do with my job. And it was good, and I really loved it the first time. Now, second time that I did it this year in 2025, I'm playing in second league, so semi-professionally in Croatia. I have a job, I have a routine or a structure to my life. I'm not that constant with my personal development habits, but like I'm doing them for the majority of 2025. I would say that most of the year I was constant with really good habits. Maybe not as much as I would love, but we all have flaws. So basically, this time that when I did it, it felt unnecessary. And the only reason why I did it this time around is to, again, put myself out there and to document my life more. Now, I will tell you what I learned from it, but it felt really weird before. So these are the rules: wake up before 8 a.m. I already did that. 1 hour of morning routine with no distraction. Now, I have mixed feelings about this, so I will A/B test this in the first quarter of 2026 to see whether it makes sense for me to have a morning routine or not. Because sometimes I feel like I just want to wake up and go straight to work, and sometimes it's like, well, it's not that bad to maybe like meditate and read a book first thing in the morning. So I have mixed feelings about it, so I will A/B test that theory in Q1. Then like exercise 1 hour a day. I'm playing semi-pro basketball, so of course I will do that. Read 10 pages of book a day, basically. And this is actually one habit that I did this whole year. So I wanted to read for an hour a day, but if I didn't read for an hour, I made sure to at least read 10 pages because that's like the minimum that I can do. Then I dedicate 1 hour towards learning a new skill. Now, this is again something that I've been on and off this year since I've been going through courses, through uh, YouTube videos, and trying to learn everything when it comes to sales since I'm working in sales. So I would say that most of the things, eat a healthy diet, that's again something that I did, and then track everything in journal. So that's the only thing that I didn't do uh, constantly. That, for example, for the past 50 days, that's been the only change in my life. Everything else I've been really, really constant with. So it didn't make sense for me to do it on a personal development base, but it did make sense for me to do it on this challenge basically to hit one of my goals for 2025, and it's to have 100 videos uploaded on YouTube by the end of the year. Because with this challenge, I believe that I gained like 55 pieces of content. So it was really a huge factor in that. But it's not all black for this project. It was really good to see that I can do it again. And there are a few things that I learned. Number one is that I need to be more intentional with my goals. And I did learn that because I had goals for 2025, which 90 plus percent of them I didn't hit. And I just realized that some of those goals were really hard. Some of them were like really easy. For example, I had a goal to buy a food scale, and it's like just go to the store and buy it. So it's not that hard to complete that goal. But I had my goals, and then on top of my goals, I had Project 50, and it just made me, when I was journaling, I just realized I just need like 2 or 3 really big goals to pull me towards a direction that I want to go in life. And then those goals will basically dictate everything for any given year. And then everything else can be basically a side quest, let's call it like that. So that's the first thing. Second thing that I learned is that I want to document my life, and you need to be interesting to document your life, or at least you need to have something to say uh, for it to make sense to document your life. So basically, like, maybe the message there is like live a life that's worth documenting, which I'm not really sure. Uh, I'm not really sure if I'm living a life that is worth documenting, or that I lived a life in 2025 that was worth documenting. Now, again, like, as long as my content is interesting to at least one person, then it makes sense for me. But then again, like, if I had maybe like different goals and I was consistent with my YouTube uploads and I really dedicated myself into like a specific direction, then I believe that it can be really interesting, and that's something that I will talk in my next video for my 2026 goals. But yeah, live a life that's worth documenting. That's something that I learned. And then again, like, fear of putting myself out there will never go away. It's just like putting yourself in positions where you, not that you don't have a control, but it's like uncomfortable. So like I have a control over this video since I have my script, I have my voice, and I will like I have a control over me making this video. I don't have a control over you guys seeing it and reacting to it, and it is scary. Like there could be 1,000 comments saying that I suck at making YouTube videos, and they are probably true, and I probably don't want to see them, but it's all part of growth, I believe. And then again, that same lesson can be applied to sales. So like every time I make a cold call and every time somebody picks up, it's like scary because I'm not really good at it right now, but it's all data points, it's all a learning experience, and you're just gaining experience to be the person that you want to be. So like me putting myself out there, yes, it's scary, but I believe that it's necessary. So I will continue to do so. And my view on personal development or self-improvement or however you want to call it, it kind of changed because previously I believed that, for example, you just do it for the sake of feeling better and feeling like you're striving towards something. And I'm not saying that, like, for example, journaling and meditation and exercise are bad habits. I do want to have some of those habits. For example, physical activity is one habit that I want to have for the rest of my life, for every single day. At least go out on a walk, look at the sun, and just feel present. That's like one habit that I want to continue to have for the rest of my life. But like having all of those habits compounded, and like you need to do them every single day in order to hit some metrics or to just compete with people on the internet who are also on their personal development journeys, it kind of feels stupid. And I'm not saying this in a way where I will just discard personal development from my life completely. I will not. I will just change the way I look at it. And I will change the way that I look at it from the perspective of implementing 2 to 3 bigger goals and then focusing all of my time, energy, and focus on those things. And then in the process of me getting those things, I must become better version of myself, if that makes sense. So yeah, this actually wasn't a bad experience. It was really a good experience because it opened my eyes to a lot of things, and it actually made me realize like what are some truths that I believe in, and what are some things that I will take in 2026. So it was a long video, a long rant, so my apologies. But this is it for today's video. And yeah, just before I finish this video, if you are someone who doesn't have a structure in your life and you want to start somewhere, I believe that Project 50 is real good because it gives you a sense of direction towards working to something bigger. But then once you're done with it, my advice, and this is my advice because I will take it, is that just figure out 2, maximum 3 bigger goals that you want to hit in the upcoming 365 days. It doesn't have to be like on 1st of January until the 31st of December. It can be like from 5th of May until the 5th of May next year. It doesn't matter. Just like figure out 2 to 3 bigger goals and then work towards getting them, because in process of getting those goals you must become a better version of yourself, and that's what I will do in 2026. So this rant is over. Hope you enjoy and see you next one. Cheers.